Hi, so after a good response from my video regarding the colours of butterflies and their meaning, quite a few people had asked me to post about feathers. You can come across feathers in really unexpected places, and when you're out and about, just like consecutively seeing the same colour, or they might be in a really unexpected place that you find them at home. I've often found that they've been interwoven into like a jumper and things like that, where they literally look like they've been knitted. It's like as if someone has knitted them into my clothing. It's fascinating. So I just wanted to talk about this today because you'll find that you can come across all sorts of colours, very unique colours, not just your average white or black feather. Which you would normally see, but in times of kind of like need, I have come across different colours. And also you might find that you're kind of doing a craft project or something, and this only happened to me yesterday actually, and my daughter had lots of different arts and crafts, and a yellow feather was just literally next to the sink, and I was like, how did that get there? Because we hadn't been using any of it. So it can be that you've got feathers within the home that you're kind of using, but they end up in really odd places. And it's all signs to kind of guide you on your path and to help you really. So the most common is the white feather, and this is really about an angel protection, and so it's about a loved one being around you and protecting you and letting you know that you are thought of and you're protected and all will be okay. So that is the really most common feather that you're going to see, and this happens a lot when people have passed away. It kind of just gives you that reassurance that they're around you. So that is the first feather. The second one I want to talk about is the pink feather, and this is letting you know that spirit and the angels are sending you huge amounts of love. It could be that you're going through a really hard time emotionally. It could be that your relationships are kind of going through a bit of a hard time at the moment, and it's just allowing you to know that love is there, love is around you, and that you're always loved, just to kind of give you that sense of knowing that you are loved and appreciated. The purple feather, this represents spirituality, and it's about spirit and the angels asking you to kind of raise your vibration and kind of try and connect a bit more to the higher realms. If you're kind of trying to work more within spirituality, or you're wanting to find out more about different avenues, and you kind of come across purple feathers, it is a sign and a nudge to say, you know, you're on the right track, and they want you to kind of develop more and to connect more in order to hear more what they're trying to tell you. So the red feather is about courage, it's about strength, and it's about stability. It's very good fortune. It brings a lot of luck. So if you're kind of going through a bit of a time at the moment, or a crisis, or you're not sure which direction things are going to go, it's a sign that it is going to be a good omen for you. It's going to give you good luck and good potential. And it's letting you know that you're stronger than you think. If things have been tough for you, you have that fire inside you to know that you can get through it and you're going to be all right. So that is the red feather. The yellow feather is a nudge that you need to smile more and have more fun, and so it's a kind of about letting your hair down if you've been overworking, and it's about kind of getting out there, having some fun, enjoying yourself, and just becoming young again and childlike, that inner child, letting that out and doing the things that you really enjoy, the hobbies, the laughter, having fun with friends, family, etc. So that's all about that. The green is about prosperity and growth. It's a very, very lucky colour to come across. So it's letting you know that there is growth within you and that there's a lot of prosperous times ahead, or prosperity in the near future. The blue is about communication. So if you're struggling with communication, it's the same as the throat chakra, which is also blue. And it's about communicating with others. So letting you know that you need to communicate more, or that communication is coming. But it's also telling you to listen more. Listen to others if they're trying to tell things that you need to hear. Often when you hear something and someone has said something to you 3 times, it could be 3 consecutive people that have said the same thing. It's a big sign that you should be listening to that and taking that advice. So it's about listening to others, but also listening to your guides and your angels. If you're hearing voices in your head, you're not crazy. You're connecting with spirit and they're trying to tell you something. And quite often people think that if they can hear their own kind of voice in their head and it's not a different voice, it can't possibly be a connection, but it is. Always trust what you hear. So that's a sign that, you need to listen more. It's also about peace and protection. So if you are going through a bit of a time and things have felt a bit hard, it's protection and peace. The grey is another feather that you see very often. It's a very popular feather, and this is about peace, but it's also about answers to specific situations. So if there's an answer that you're not sure about, it's trying to tell you that it's not a yes or no. It's a little bit of a unambiguous, like you're not really sure which way it's going to go, and right now you're not supposed to know the path ahead. It's a learning curve and there is no yes or no answer right now, so it's not as straightforward, but everything will be okay. It's trying to tell you that everything will be okay, and you need to think carefully before making decisions. So if there are decisions that you're approaching, think before making rash decisions. Read over all the documentation. Think about things before you say yes to things. If your heart doesn't feel like you want to do something, then don't just rush in and do it. Think before you do that. And you need to make peace with people. If you've fallen out with people, this is trying to guide you to try and go back and make peace. And if it's too painful to go to that person and communicate and forgive them, forgive within yourself. Allow yourself to forgive them and yourself in order for you to move forward. The brown feather is about home, it's about grounding, and it's about positivity. So it could be that it's a sign that you're going to be moving home, or there's new positivity coming within the home. But it's a very good omen for the home and that positive vibe. The black feather, which again we can see quite often, is for protection. It's protection from your angels, it's protection from a loved one that's passed on. So if someone very dear to you that you love has passed away, it's letting you know that they are protecting you, they are around you, they are really looking out for you, and they are clearing negativity around you. It could be that you've had a lot of negativity around you, and it's a sign that you are being looked after, you're being protected. It's guarding and repelling any negative energy. It's also letting you know that clarity is on the way, that there is going to be a clearer picture coming ahead. The last one I'm going to talk about is the orange feather, and this is all about success. It's about attracting success. It's about allowing you to know that success is coming and that you're not far away from success. It might be that you already are seeing success, and it's just giving you clarification that you are right and that your gut is right, that success is coming. It's also about new ideas and opportunities, and it's saying that spirit is approving them and saying you're on the right path and that those ideas you have are on the right track. So I hope that helps you today. It's really, really fascinating when you kind of come across a feather in a most peculiar place, and it's kind of just gives you that direction that, you're not alone and that you've always got, spirit has always got your back. It's lovely when you go for walks and you kind of see, the other day, I think I saw 4 consecutive big black feathers, and it wasn't like your average tiny feather. They were really beautiful, and they were very, kind of like shimmery black, which is all about kind of magic and stuff, and it was kind of what I needed at that time. So just look out for these feathers and know that you're always being protected. Thanks very much. Bye.